Hey everyone, we got the thing last time, right? Got the thing? I'm pretty sure we got the thing. Can we see recent items? Never mind. I think we got the thing. We got a mantled cow skull. Oh, right, no, we were looking for the compass. So we can bring that back to the man and then we can get the thing. I understand. I know what we're doing. I know where we're at. And we look to be recording. So that's lovely too. First though, let's go to Beppo's hole. Do you want to go to Beppo's hole? Of course you want to go to Beppo's hole. A man in the comments, hey, if you're still around, said I should do more editing in these. And I said I was allergic to editing and then started doing more editing on a different series. I'm probably gonna leave these the way they were. That's just how my brain works, man. I don't know. Anyway, these are what I do when I've got like non-energy for that kind of thing. These are just when I wanna just wanna vibe for an hour on a game that I'm worried I won't finish, so I need the extra push of it being in videos. Let's go to Beppo's hole. Your meandering hike takes you near the lake, which may not have been reflected in the map display, but you'll just have to suspend your disbelief on that one. Molly picks up a flat stone and skims it expertly across the water. Nice one. Thanks. Hey, Sugar, how big a rock do you think you can chuck? Raw muscle isn't exactly my forte, but I guess I'd do alright. You pick up a fist-sized rock and pitch it into the lake with a splash. A loud plunk follows, close behind, and you turn to see Molly picking up a softball-sized rock with a grin. That's impressive. I may look like a girly girl, but my Tommy's got a kick like a mule. Gotta keep the rust off of these pistons, you know? Is Tommy your boyfriend? That sounds kind of... My girlfriend's name is Nancy. Tommy's shot for the M1921 Thompson submachine gun. Alright, I knew that. She heaves another large rock into the lake. You try your best to match her, but it's not much of a contest. Molly's muscle has increased. She meant the Tommy gun. She meant the Tommy gun, my boy. My silly lad. There aren't as many spider eggs in here as there could be. Oh right, this is the horrible spider hole! But there's still too many. So long ago that you never deliberately walk into an impenetrable mass of spider webs. Last time I think I turned the arachnophobia setting on, so I couldn't see spiders in the world. They just didn't exist. So I wonder what was here then. The plaque says Beppo's hole at the top, and then there's some fine print. Should we turn on arachnophilia? I think we shouldn't. I think this isn't the time or place. Sorry. Read Beppo's... Why are you doing this? Beppo's hole is named after Beppo P. Cericchio, who purchased this plot of land in 1903 with the stated intention of creating a shark sanctuary. He managed to dig one decent-sized pit, but before he could fill it with sharks, it filled itself up with spiders. Or perhaps it would be more accurate to say that spiders filled it up with themselves and their offspring. The teeming hordes of awful, venomous offspring. Is the opinion of the Crystal Dream Lake Historical Society that Beppo's hole should be avoided at all costs. In fact, we probably shouldn't have put this placard here or included it on any of our maps. May those you leave behind forgive us. Fascinating. Wriggling mass of spider eggs. That sure is a Beppo's hole. Ooh, wriggling cocoon, roughly person-sized. So it's either a person who's been cocooned by a spider and is slowly suffocating to death, or a person-sized mass of baby spiders. Hello in there? Are you a person or a mind-breaking quantity of baby spiders? Is that the kind of noise that a whole lot of baby spiders would make? I'm gonna assume it's not the spiders. You cut apart the cocoon, bracing yourself for true horror. Fortunately, it turns out to be just a guy in there. Oh, thanks, friend. You had me worried there for a sec. They call me Doc. I came here to get some free gauze. Got a bit more than I bargained for. Hi, Doc. I'm Crossery. I assume from your doctor hat thing that you're literally a doctor? In the sense that doctoring is my profession, yes. In the sense that I have a legal license for practicing it, no. You were looking for gauze? Yep, the webs from big spiders like this make really great surgical gauze. It's strong, self-adhesive, and even sterile if it's really fresh. Unfortunately, I kinda bit off more than I could chew. You can chew it too? No, I meant metaphorically. One of the great big spiders that live in Beppo's hole caught sight of me. I don't recommend messing around with that hole, especially if you're flush to the gills on medicinal alcohol. I see. Do you know hobo code? Oh sure, I can teach you the hobo code for all kinds of medical terms. Teaches you how to read his handwriting, and then teaches you some hobo code. You know there's a hobo camp just outside of Ocean City. They could probably use a doctor. Great, I could use some patience, because I'm much too eager to get doctoring. That's a joke that works better out loud than in print. But anyway, see you there. Sorry, I stopped to drink some water. Yeah, I don't want to go in Beppo's hole. I'm okay not being in Beppo's hole. Don't ever go in Beppo's hole. This is my advice. You hear raised voices and sounds of a commotion nearby, and head in that direction and check it out. As you get nearer and the voices become clearer, someone's yelling for help. You pick up the pace and soon find a small glade in the middle of the woods, filled with odd little structures and large, beautifully coloured butterflies. Something feels a bit off about the whole scene though, so instead of just rushing in, you crouch in the bushes and creep around the perimeter, looking for the source of the yelling. One group of the butterflies is nearer to the bushes than the others, and as you get closer to them, you can see that they have little human bodies. Oh jeez, it's more of those horrible little fairies. They seem to be giggling maniacally about something. I ain't think we ought to mess with them, Mike. They're creepy. Oh, shut up, Jim. I ain't afraid of some weird butterflies. That sounded uncannily like regular-sized human voices. Weird. Are they mimics? Like parrots? Hey, get off of my ear, you little varmint. What the? Ah, my eye, my eye. Ah, get off me, get off me. Well, that seems like par for the course with these guys. There is a fairy lair. Maybe deal with that never. I mean, there could be a hobo doctor there or something. You never know. Right now, let's get that compass. Logan, you find the old compass you were looking for? I sure did. What do you think? Use a polish, but it seems to be in good condition. Alright, I'll swap you. Let me get that old Geiger counter back from you too. We have cursed compass. It always points towards evil north. Thanks. Yep, no problem. Get along now. I got a lot of important nothing to take care of. Good luck with your book. Gives a polite nod, but doesn't seem to have anything else to say. I mean, since there's nothing else here, since it's the last place and we're leaving forever, could have a quick peek. Ooh, a soda? An oddly rectangular brown rock catches your attention, and on closer inspection it turns out to be a completely rusted and partially sunk into the ground old pre-war soda cooler, although someone fitted a meat-operated lock onto the door at some point. Due to the rust, you can't tell what brand it was. Heck, you can't even tell if there's any sodas in it. Well... Hey! You force some meat into the slot and grind the crank around until the door grudgingly unlocks. Inside, you find a raccoon skeleton and one extremely old can of soda. Can of cola is so old and rusty you can't even tell whether it's a red or a blue. Maybe some kind of horrible brown cola that you've never heard of before. It does 15 damage. So we can close these with the shadow pliers now, but like, do we want to close whole or do we want free treasure? I mean, we'll just say that we closed it properly when anyone asks. We got some shadow salad. It would be funny if it wasn't so terrifying. Speaking of the editing issue, by the way, I do edit series, and I do have this stupid Final Fantasy V video I've been working on forever And I'm like, approaching halfway through? Do we want to put a hand in there? I mean, I know I just put my hand in the void, but like, this seems worse. Editing, anything edited is going to be slower while we're in the dark months or in the sad months. I found a fairy knife. You fumble blindly in the nest and find a knife. You pull the knife out of your hand, flesh and stick it in your pocket. There are more nests. Must be something good in that nest. Let's check the crap nest first. Twig thumper. Pine needler. It's gonna jab Turt. Fairy exploder. 4 heart damage? I can take that. I don't care about 4 heart damage. Tell you what. Let's let him know we mean business. I want you to stab my Turt. Oh, we have a proper like weapon rather than a utensil now. I don't care about exploded. They're only going to explode. Sure was exploder. Squirrel cheese? Fairies keep squirrels the way we used to keep cows. Only one can only hope that someday they will face a similar reckoning. We do know what happened when the cows came home. That's in the previous game. Fairies lacking charm, they make up for in... Well, I was going to say skill at making jewelry, but this thing is honestly pretty crappy. That is not a bad charm. I mean, it's... It... You know. Never mind. Which slot does it even go in? +1 mysticality or +3 mystical weapon damage? Well, you know, this curse compass might be a thing once we got the curse out of it. I got a hand injury! Nest contains nothing but garbage and a mousetrap which snaps shut on your hand. Horrible. Is that permanent? That's permanent. Well... Easy come, easy go. Oh wait, it's an effect. Maybe it goes away at some point. It's not a perk. Like our forehead. More belligerent fairies. Not more belligerent than usual, just more of them. There's a thing going on there. Don't shoot my turtle. That turtle's really bad. I'm sure there's a better thing I could put in that slot. Well, the one on 6 health I can just get rid of. The gunmother. You can just go. Does any of them have mysticality? Not loads. And everyone else has slightly too much health for us, so we'll just where's the... There we go. So we'll Stilt and Splatter to do a little AoE, and then we'll bop whoever looks meanest. Which is probably the Needler. Bloody got him. Should have probably done something targeted there instead. If this does 6 damage to everyone, they all die. And I win the fight. Not a huge fan of the combat. We can get through these in no time. They got nothing. Fairy Star Wand? That's really good. That's really good. Tiny wand tipped with a star made of solid gold. Don't get too excited though, because it's only like 1/10 of an ounce. And we got gun pads. Can make any weapon into a gun. How do we do that? Is that better than this? Than my fairy skull wand? Sometimes. Depends if I want to specifically hit something with spooky damage. But if I don't... Oh! I got a horrible, awful thing. You want to take this obviously evil, obviously extremely ugly statue back to your room, the room where you sleep, yes? You're not going to be able to drag it out of here with the fairy still running loose. Well, we'll get right on that. Let's put a hand in another thing. One of the wealthier fairy families. We're doing alright on meat for like the first time. We've been pretty broke this whole game. Hey, we need rid of you so we can acquire your treasure. Please stop shooting me. At least he only has one target to heal. I guess we just take out the gun mothers. And then one of these backliners. Who we got here? Mush Tender? I hate that. I don't have the damage for you though. Which is a bit of a problem, I suppose. He's going to be able to tend a little bit of mush. Nothing we can do about it now. He's a funny little guy though. So at least we got to see that. 10 health? We can do 10. No problem. This is a good wand. With a star on the end. That's how you know it's a good one. I am vibrating with nest-related excitement. Access to that undoubtedly wonderful nest. It's full of rocks. Well, we got rock pats. That's a lot of fairies. But we do need that horrible totem. That's very important to me right now. It's a lot of damage. Okay, so that with a 6 damage to everything thing triggering. It actually did not do very much damage to most of the characters on my squad. Which means it's like 6 mysticality damage, and if I have mysticality, it gets reduced. Which is lovely. They is thinking of tending mush over there. Watch out for that. This is a lot, guys. This one's no joke. And I do 1 less damage than I need to. Okay, Exploder we're gonna let happen. Easiest way to get rid of him is just to let him do the business. What are you doing? You're stabbing Molly. You're doing weird stuff. Everyone's going for Molly or the Turt. The Exploder we don't care about. I'm probably good. I probably don't need to do anything silly. What does this do? Reduces mysticality. I don't think any of them use mysticality. I guess the Wackadoo does. Let's give it a go. And then we'll kill the Needler because they're annoying. Oh, the Mush Tender's still got slightly too much health for me. Was thinking of throwing an item there, but I don't think I need to. There goes the Exploder. Also the Turt. So I could actually just knock you out. I think I'd rather get the other enemies down to range where... And he knocked him out anyway. We got lucky. Which was always on the table. But I think more guys on low enough health that we could take him out with spells is what we're after. Okay, I have 2 AP. I think we win. Mushroom out of here. Twig Thumper out of here. We can do a lot of things in one round. We can throw an item on top of all the things we're doing in a round. I just don't want to use the items. Got another Fairy Star wand. We've got a wand core. Makes any weapon into a wand. This is what makes those fairy wands so magical and annoying. Pick through the pile of loose wings and limbs to see if the fairies had anything worth taking. Fairy cake. killed a fairy on its birthday. Ooh, inspiring ring. So nice that it makes everybody within a 10-foot radius of it seem more powerful, increases your companion stats. That's lovely. I just wanted the horrible scarecrow though. That's all I was about, I'm gonna be honest. You drag the horrible sculpture to the bus stop. A bus arrives, but refuses to pick you up. Because of the horrible sculpture, I mean. You spend the next several hours dragging it back to your room. Hang the cow skull over your desk. If anybody asks, I'll tell them you killed the cow yourself. Put the crystal gave you on the shelf. Is that clear? It's crystal. Just looking at this thing makes you mad. Oh! You duck and weave, bob and swat. Are you shadow boxing, or are the shadows boxing you? You're all charged up with violent fairy magic. Rub the crystal? We got twinkling fingers? Some of that crystal's magic has rubbed off on you, specifically on the fingers part of you. Does Cow Skull do anything? I don't think Cow Skull does anything. I can't even look at Cow Skull. Don't even want to see Cow Skull. I have a message. There's a note for you. Call Don T with the phone number. Let's call the mob back. Salutations. Whom is telephoning, might I inquire? Hi, Don. It's me, Crossery. Ah, you recipientated my missive. Commendable. Yeah, what's up? There's an assignment of which I require your performation. An assignment? Were I the comedic sort, I might refer to it as an undertaking. Haha. We do have that checkered past. We are a crime lad. What did we do? We like broke a sign or something. I'm listening. Been here before. There is an antiquated distillery near Crystal Dream Lake. Grandpa Joe's distillery, to be precocious. It was abandoned when prohibitioning began, albeit with its liquor manufacturicating equipment intact. A group contrapositive to our own has claimed it as their territory, and we wish these bloodsuckers to be evicticated with extreme prejudice. So you want me to give the bums rush to a bunch of rival mob goons? What is this? I guess this is our checkered past. We know slang that I don't even know. There is no underground criminal organization that rivals our own in this vicinity. When I say bloodsuckers, it is my intentioning that you will observe in that phraseology a high degree of literalness. The group to which I referenced are Nosferatu. Oh, you mean actual vampires? Affirmative. They have been a pain in our necks for quite an extensive period of time. Oh, I appear to have inadvertently voiced another witticism. Okay. Well, I think I know what distillery you mean. I've been out that way before. Very convenient. In that circumstance, you will only require the combination for the lock. Let me guess. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Certainly not. Kindly allow us the credit for a modicum of operational securitizing. We selected the most unassailable combination possible. 9999. See, that works, because I'd have started at 0001 and worked my way up. So it would have taken ages to get to 9999. I'll be on my way then. Oh, you want something too? Or are you just stretching? What's up, Charles? Got something you might find handy. I finally found the time to check out the door behind me, and it turns out it was an old bricked-up passageway back there. It leads right to Mug Hut 2. Oh, that's pretty convenient. Thanks, Charles. Don't mention it, kiddo. We will not mention it. I guess we gotta deal with these vampires. Our friends in the mob really want us to. So let's get on that. I've had a soda this whole time. I've just been not opening it for you. expired seltzer. You hear some growling and shrieking and laughing nearby, and despite it being a bad idea because it's probably more of those horrible fairies, you go check it out. It does in fact turn out to be more of those horrible fairies. These ones are tormenting a badger, which is backed up in a shallow burrow and frantically swatting at them as they poke at it with little knives. Just as you're starting to back away, grateful that they haven't noticed you, you step on a dry twig. It cracks noisily and the fairies all turn around. Dang it, twig. We don't need to fight any more fairies right now. You turn and run. Fortunately for you, the badger also chooses that moment to make a break for it. Unfortunately for the badger, he's the one that the fairies decide to chase. I feel like I should have helped the badger. Look, the badger, we didn't see the badger die, so he's fine. Just don't know enough hobo code. Can we do stench armor? I'm pretty sure I've checked before. But, you know, it's later now. We can't have very much stench armor. We might need to fight these guys. If only we knew hobo code. I thought I knew all kinds of hobo code. How much hobo code have I got? We're only level 8. We need one more level. It would be nice if we had a stench thing here. Is there a way into the other side? No. Leads us back here. Well, only one thing to do about it. Two damage? We can take 2 damage. Microscopic cuts causing 4 bleeding, that's a problem. Shriek at Crow's Array doing 9 spooky damage and reducing their physical armor. Well, that's... we're not letting that happen. Gonna give Turt the Turtle the evil eye, dealing 6 spooky damage. We don't quite do enough damage to, like, resolve anything too easily. Tell you what. We do this. If it hits this guy or this guy, we can finish him in one more hit. It hit one of them. The microscopic cuts we'll just have to deal with. That's 2 vampires in one go. Can't argue with that. That's not a lot of damage. And that only shoots 4 times? I guess it's because your Moxie got reduced? Well... I guess this isn't too bad then. Don't want to hit something with 3 physical armor if we're doing 4 damage. 4 physical damage. I think. Heck. We made my Turt turn around. We're definitely winning. I'm gonna get rid of this guy with all of the cheeses that I have at my disposal. I think last time I did manage to get through this without having to fight them. And I always like the resolutions where you do a funny cutscene instead of fighting them. Skull can. It's not 1 though. You won! Unfortunately, a bunch more vampires that were lounging around in the rear of the building are now getting up to see what all the fuss was about. It's Bloodle. Piping hot strudel filled with blood instead of, I don't know, raspberries or whatever strudels normally have in them. Sorry about that, that were right to the microphone, wasn't it? I'm still kind of recovering. Unfriendly vat, do not use. If only. If only. I just can't deal with anything that smelly. Whole bunch of vampires are here, glaring at you with glowing red eyes, and or grinning at you toothily, and or just generally giving off bad vibes. That is quite a lot of vampires. It's 2 damage, we can take that. 3 damage, we can take that. This one's doing stuff. What's going on here? You're conjuring a hemantic obulus. I don't really want that either. This little guy's gone hog wild. That guy's cutting me again. Might be too many for this to be a good idea. Although we can take out the thrall immediately. Does anyone have like really high mysticality so I can cook the brain? That'd help me out a lot. I kind of want this one and this one gone. The 2 with the same head. But this one I can kill in 1 hit, so you know. I don't want them to buff anyone. I do 16 damage. That's crazy. That's a lot of damage. Let's blast this dude, because he's the hardest one to get rid of. Why not? We don't get paid to bring him home. Bloody god. We do a lot of things on our turn, man. I'm telling you. You didn't believe me. He does heal from that. But it's 2 damage, so I don't really care. I can get it for 2 damage. We don't have like a lot of defense or armor or anything, so... It's a good thing we can take that. They should call you Dr. Van Helsing, after the character in that book who also killed a bunch of vampires. As far as you can tell, the place is pretty cleared out now. That should satisfy Don Toblerone and his boss. And we got a lot of skull cans. Yeah, but still. Drum is almost certainly empty. Sounds empty. Ooh, vampire booze. Vodka. Vodka's great for when your doctor tells you to drink plenty of clear fluids. Vampire stuff? Including shoes? Yeah, vampire boots. Invented when a cobbler accidentally mispronounced vampire bats. I mean, it's quiet. Do we want to just float around? We could go with this. I can see Crossery doing that. He's out to walk all over the dang place. Up to this point. Mirrors on the vanity have been broken, but the drawers still work. Amethyst choker. And a white hot ring. This will make you like King Midas, except with fire instead of gold. Tightness of this necklace makes your neck muscles stand out more when you grimace. What did it say about this? Stuff is soaking wet. One of those mist vampires must have been sitting on her. Horrible. Will anyone mind that we float now? We fly now? That's just how it is? We fly now. I think they'll give us the reward for that tomorrow. It's fine, I think, if we've done the thing. Can I pet Cat? I didn't want to talk while Cat was purring. We can pet Cat. Cat loves us. Let's uncurse this shadow-tainted compass. You sit with the compass in both hands. As the machine whirs and whines and shakes around you, the machine, you feel, is frustrated. Some internal mechanism is swinging wildly, frantically, then, crack! It figures out whatever it needed to do, and there is no more curse. Not in the compass. Not anymore. It still points to Old North, though, so it's practically useless. 10% more item drops and meat drops? You've removed the curse from this compass, making it just a comp. It's not ass anymore, I see. The compass's curse is now transfixed in the uncursing machine. Dare you project your consciousness inside? I will dare. I don't know what we're going on with the truth is still an option. I remember this one. This one had me baffled for a while. This is madness! That foolhardy coach is gonna get us all killed! We should listen to what the coach has to say. Like him or not, he is our coach. We all listen to what he has to say. People say not to change horses in midstream, but... That's a good saying. But what if the horse is trying to get you bashed in the head with a baseball? That's a horse worth changing. And trust me, I know horses. I know from horses. I saw one once. What do you think we ought to do? Let's just get out of here. Go home. Do you think things were just fine the way they were? Don't you think things were just fine the way they were? Why are we doing this? You mean playing baseball? He looks you dead in the eye and manages a nervy chuckle. Yeah, that's right, kid. Well, see ya. Is he okay? Is he dead? Is he dead from baseball? He's moving, so he's probably not dead. You okay, fella? I'm disgusted that it's come to this. We all know you're the weak link on the team. Some would say the team accountant shouldn't even be allowed on the field. But you tell me, did all my years of including you in the team lunches and burpees make you into a baseball player? Yes, coach, I'm ready to hit the balls. Oh no, coach, I'm an accountant. That's all I'll ever be. Coach, I think I'm ready to hit the balls. That's what I wanted to hear. Your destiny's out there on the diamond, son. Go and hit into the parking lot. Coach, do you think Mirabelle will ever marry me? I can't answer that, son. All I can tell you is that Mirabelle has married every World Series MVP since the series was first contested in 1903. You work out the rest. Say, Coach, why do you wear that funny-looking hat? Nothing funny about it, son. It's a cloche. The coach's cloche is traditional. It's traditional. I'm going to go hit it, Coach. I'm going to do it. 3 more minds broken by baseball. And half the squad's encased in peanut shells. You wouldn't believe it. They do seem to be coming from the wrong side. Yeah, I think... It seems like they get 5 more points whenever I swing my bat. Coach, how do you play baseball? It's not talking in baseball, son. Get out there. What's with these compasses, Coach? My swing won't connect with them. I know it must be overwhelming. All I can tell you is to stay calm and remember that in baseball, it's all about what you do hit. Why is the other team getting points when I swing? That's baseball, son. If the other team ever feels physically intimidated, that's an automatic 5-point penalty. And how am I supposed to win at all? Quit gabbing and get back out there. Don't you know leaving the field to talk to the coach is a 10-point penalty? Okay, Coach, I guess I can go hit the compasses. If they get 2 more points, it's over. Never mind, I managed to circumvent that by swinging my bat. It's tricky. Sometimes I am just swinging at nothing. Sometimes they are coming from behind me. I don't know if I'm ever going to hit one of these. I do remember what you do, by the way. I just wanted to see if there's more dialogue. It's not going well. They've got 100 points just off me. Well. Doesn't look like he has anything more to say. There's only one way to win baseball. Son, my #1 boy, you did it. You son of a gun, you won the whole damn game. Did I really do good, Coach? Look at the scoreboard. It's 0-whole. That's the whole ball game. This one's for all who say baseball. This one's for the accountants. Now get over here, champ, and pucker up, because here comes the coach's big sniff. What? Funny. The compass feels extremely reassuring now that it's back to being an ordinary little thing in your hand and not something hurled at your head in an oversized ghostly form from every cardinal direction. It glows, faintly. That's pretty good. To think you were ever scared of a little old compass. Gee, Coach, do you think Mirabelle will ever marry me? I don't know, Crossery, but you don't need to call me Coach. We're friends. Call me Jessica. Could you call me Coach, though? Maybe take it easy with the machine for a while. I'll just float on over there. Don't worry about it. Do we want to equip that bad boy? Where does it go? Much as we like having more Mysticala, it's quite a lot of stuff. Do we need stuff? We have an appropriate amount of stuff. Yeah, but it's just one Mysticala. Yeah, but that's out of 7. It's out of 7 that it's just one. If it went in this slot, easy. That one might be a good idea. Make the lady shoot more bullets. But, you know, we're doing the vast majority of the work out here. Mysticality is better than magic weapon damage because it applies to every spell as well as the magic weapon attack, I suppose. We have 100 XP. Do you want more Mysticality? Because we could have more. That's just allowed. It's possible we'll come across something we need a muscle or a moxie for. And we'll be able to just quickly put a point in and do it. I'm really sniffy today, sorry. I've been like 90% better for a few days, but it's just that last 10% is just stuck. It's just stuck on. I got the compass. Oh, good. Not too much of an ordeal, I hope. Could have been worse, I guess. There were some horrible fairies. What? No, don't tell me. Just don't curse that thing and then get some rest. I'm a step ahead here. Great, nice work. I think the next artifact's a book. I'll have the location narrowed down by morning. Sounds good. Charles flags you down. I got some applicants for the new storefront I fixed up, over there on the other side of the Cola Wars surplus store. Got a second to pick one? Who have we got? Rodkin's Fine Jewellery? Ye Old Chemica? Bertram's Bakery. Bert's a buddy of mine from my restaurant days. He makes a good loaf. I mean, we got hats. What do we need now? Bread. Obviously, that's the two most important things. We're gonna be sitting pretty. What is this? Someone's giving you a nightstand. There's a briefcase and a note on top. Take one and read the other. The note reads, Crossery, the quality of your work at the distillery has been noted as excellent. We'll contact you in a telephonial manner with further opportunities. DT. We got a briefcase full of meat. Like a cow, this briefcase is flesh surrounded by leather. Unlike a cow, it has brass latches and a handle. Honest work for dishonest pay. How much meat's in that bad boy? There's a lot of gabagool! Let's go. You ready to make the transition from Crystal Dream to regular Dream? Let's do it. And we will be on the next chapter for next time. That's Klaxon Valve. Bed, are you okay? This represents your growing mistrust of your bed. Makes sense? Sandwich. Museum of Skulls? Obviously. Wait a minute. One of these skulls is yours! And it's missing its teeth. Give it the ones you carry. You put the teeth back in your skull. It tries to thank you, but you have no tongue. Got an item. No tongue. You're not sure what this is, but you're sure why it isn't. You don't want to talk about this museum anymore. Oh, it's happening again. You know, I've been playing this game for long enough that is now kind of a seasonal experience. Strange conversations taking place here. The woman scowls at you. You'd better have some good news for me, Noel. Noel. Sometimes I say Noel on purpose as a joke. That wasn't one of them. Hog futures are up 10 points. Everything is just peachy keen, Madame President. Good. The dam project is complete? That's not what I said. Everything's perfect, ma'am. The circuits are lit up just like a crimbo tree. And what about the interloper? Oh, she means me. Yes, I'm working on that. A little bird has told me their last name. Campbell, if you can believe it. Our friend Morris is their uncle. The president's frown deepens. Any relative of Murray Morris is an enemy of ours. Find them and get them out of the picture. Now pick ellipsis number 3. I'd be delighted, ma'am. Both Noel and the president wink out of existence with an ominous sounding pop. You are ready for this dream to be over. And how? Anyway, I think that's all we're gonna see here right now. Our way back to the waking world. So I guess every morning when we get up, we have no effects right now. So our hand has been healed, I suppose. We should probably rub the crystal and then fight the... I mean, do we need to fight the thing? Probably not, right? Just get that +3. Maybe check out the bread shop. Morning, Grocery. How are you feeling? Fine, I guess. I've been having weird dreams. Ooh, like the ones where you're driving a car but you're in the back seat and can't reach any of the controls? I can't remember very clearly, but I think it was weirder than that. I really hate that one. Anyway, I found the next cursed thing. It's a hardcover book, about yay big, and it's somewhere on the campus of the Seaside Institute of Technology in Porkham. You ready to go? I haven't even had my coffee yet. I'm sure you'll be able to find coffee when you get there. They probably invented some kind of high-powered science coffee or something. Alright. Do you have a map of the place? No, but it's a college campus. It can't be that hard to find your way around. College students do it all day. The bus to Porkham leaves from the usual stop. Good luck! While we're here and collecting buffs, let's pet that dang cat. Oh, we have a message from the mob. We got a call Dante. Don't Toblerone verbalizing. I don't, it's me. Ah, splendiferous. Kudos on your triumphal completion of my previous assignation. You're welcome. Is that all? In fact, I have another item of business to be attenuated, which I believe to be suited marvelously to one of your skills. Sometimes the slightly offensive words that he makes up. Which one? No, I mean, well, regardlessly, we require that you proceed apace to Crystal Dream Lake, wherein is located a purveyor of tools and implements of construction. Say again. You might vernacularize as a hardware store. Right. You guys run out of cement or something? We have necessitude that you will perform upon this place of business what we categorize a shakedown. They owe you meat? No, we are merely desirous that the local commercialists retail emporia feel a measure of intimidation. I can probably handle that. We do have this checkered past, but that's kind of going above and beyond. I mean, we broke a phone booth once, but this is... Good grief. Is he that bad a dude? I just wanted to see the bread shop before we finished today. This is Bertram. Hi, are you Bertram? I'm Grocery, a friend of Charles. Well, heck, call me Bert. Please just punch to meet you, Crossery. Any friend of Charles is a friend of mine. In fact, I'll give you the friend discount. Wow, really? Sure. Just assume that all my prices would be 10% higher if we weren't friends. Great. What's for sale? We got crusty roll. We got flour. I'm gonna buy one of those. Just cause that's for making the good foods, right? Frozen toast? How did a single machine even manage to do this to a slice of bread? Burnt toast? Pumpernickel. Ben knows it's Pimpernel. He just doesn't care. Oh. Hey, you Crossery. Say, you wouldn't happen to have 150 pounds of sugar I could borrow, would you? Let me think. No? Well, shucks, if you do find 150 pounds of sugar lying around somewhere, let me know. Okay? I will absolutely do that. No bread that we need urgently, though, I think. Are there any new hats? Life's free here. Albert beams with pride. Just so? This is not some back alley haberdashery. A louse has never made, and will never make, its home in any one of my hats. I give you my word as a businessman. Must have some loused hats in the back, right? Please, you insult me. I do not traffic in loused hats. Really, that's quite offensive. Come on, you can tell me. I would lose my license for what you suggest. My goodness. I don't wish to discuss this any further. We may have offended the haberdasher. I should have got that fucking cloche! Never again will we be shot a cloche. Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night is gonna mess up your hair. Not anymore. We got money for hats now. Tell you what, speaking of money, we got vodka for Dan, and also Dan has money for me. Hi, Dan. Right back at you, baby. What's new? Is you cut the profits, baby. Baby, twice in 2 lines. I found this case of vodka. Gotta be careful with this stuff. It might end up drinking you. I get it. I also found a case of gin. This'll gin up some more business for sure. Wizard gin. Absolutely, let's go. Just a shot of gin works for me. He slams the shot glass down in front of you and fills it to the brim with gin. Shot in the belly. Your gullet is being warmed by some gin. I like it here. It's silly. Sorry. Nothing more to say than that. Does Molly have something to say? Damn, Molly's just vibing. Anyway, we'll be heading out to the campus. That's where I started to get kind of stumped by the puzzles and things. I remember. It took me ages to get through the campus. I like spent so long just meandering around that I ran out of new places unlocking, and it was just getting random encounters, like combat encounters and nothing else. So we'll hope it doesn't come with that. I might not do the hat puzzle, although you do unlock a character for it. They're a bit weird, and also I don't want to have to do the puzzle because I'd have to look it up. I'm not smart enough to work out what it's trying to tell me. Anyway, we'll get to that when we get there. For now, I'm going to stop the recording. Thanks for being here. This was lovely. Bye.